Traded it all.
Welcome to the show. Oh my God, it's beautiful out there. A little chilly. I think it's going to get warmer, but I am so excited about networking with everyone today. My first guest has been on my show many years, not even many times, many years with me. Yes, he is on a lot, and he's on a lot for a real good reason, everyone out there. I have with me Ted Watkins. And he's an enrolled agent, been doing it since 1978. Welcome to the show.
It's great to be back, Carol.
Tell everybody about you, how long you've been doing it, and all the offers. We got to get them out. I should stop talking so we get the offers out. Go ahead.
All righty. Well, my name's Ted Watkins, and like Carol said, I've been coming on a lot of times, but I do enjoy doing radio with her, and I also enjoy helping people with tax issues, as well as, of course, right now we're starting to gear up for the tax season. So, but I've helped many thousands of people. Like she said, I've been an enrolled agent since 1978, so I've been around a little while. And if you're not familiar with an enrolled agent, I'm not an employee of the IRS. I am licensed by the IRS, but I work for you, the taxpayer. And actually, enrolled agents have been around quite a while. Abraham Lincoln actually started them, but a lot of people haven't heard of them because there's only about 46,000 of us in the whole country. But I can represent you if you have IRS tax issues all over the country, because I have a federal license, so I can help anyone in all 50 states and Guam and Puerto Rico and all those places that still America owns.
Well, I like to say that you have the sharpest pencil that I know anyone has, and what I like is that he offers everything to everyone. He loves helping people. He's helped a lot of people. I have tell you, every time you come on, they're calling you here. They call me. They email me. Carol, I've heard Ted. Where is he? He can help you. And tax season is like right around the corner, so we have to get ready for it. And he offers so many different things. Let me give out the information now, real quickly. He has 2 Valley locations. One is in North Scottsdale. The other one is in North Phoenix. His website, check him out. It's tedwatkinsea.com. You can call him because he does free consultations for everyone out there. That's 602-363-1952 or 480-707-7670. We're going to open up our lines to the audience for everyone to start calling in because he also offers a free business or personal tax return for 2016 to 15. What is it?
15 if you haven't done it.
15 if you haven't done it, and 16 if you have. And he's also going to give you a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. We're going to talk about the tax organizer that he has. That's awesome. Everyone should have it. Get ready for your taxes by using this. Everyone should be using Ted's tax organizer. Also, the retention guide. Now, this is awesome. This is 4 pages long, and that's going to tell you what you should keep, what you shouldn't keep, everything about that. He doesn't miss out anything. We've got our lines open here at 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. I know it's Friday, but our we're going to be thinking about getting our stuff together for taxes, so let's get in, call in, get all this stuff from Ted at 602-277-5369, and for everyone that listens all around the country, he can help anyone from there too. 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. What's going on today that they need to know about?
Okay, well, next Wednesday, the IRS is going to start allowing us to file tax returns, so we're right around the corner, and you have to get your W-2s by next Tuesday, the 31st. So the tax season is here, believe it or not. So, but Carol mentioned my tax organizer, and if you go onto my website, which is tedwatkinsea.com, on the homepage, there's a little icon that says Tax Center, and you can download it in PDF, or we're happy to mail it to you if you're not a computer person. But anyway, the tax organizer's about 15 pages long, same as last year, but it covers pretty much all different situations. So, say if you own rental property, if you own your own small business, if you use business use of the home, if you've sold stocks and bonds. So it's a kind of a one-size-fits-all, but you don't don't have to be intimidated by it because you only really need to fill out the part that applies to you. But one good thing about the organizer is it lists just about every legal tax deduction that you can take, and there's a lot of them that a lot of people don't think about. For example, the IRS allows you to deduct mileage for going to your doctor or hospital, pharmacy. Also, if you go take stuff to Goodwill or Salvation Army, you can deduct the mileage for that. And there's a lot of other tax deductions. There's several pages of actually tax deductions, and if you just spend a few minutes, you'll probably save yourself a lot of tax dollars or get a bigger refund.
And you can call in here for it, 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Talk to them a little bit about the people, because we know you're out there that haven't had their taxes. What's the longest one you had said with that has been? It's funny, kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I did have one gentleman a few weeks ago that hadn't filed since 1982.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, he'd made a pretty good money over the years, and we had to go back to 1982 and file all those tax returns, which took quite a while. But that's the longest ones I've had. Now, most of the time, IRS only requires you to go back about 6 years right now. So you don't, unless you've made some serious money, 6 years is about as far back as they require you to go.
Now, you go back 3 years for free for people, so want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I go back, like Carol said, to the last 3 tax years, which is 2013, 14, and 15, and we'll take a look at the returns, and if they've been done properly, we'll tell you so. But if it looks like you've missed some deductions or made some errors, we'd probably recommend that you file an amended tax return. Now, the reason I only go back 3 years is that's as long as the IRS will allow you to amend a tax return. So actually for 2013, the deadline's coming up in April of this year. After April, you won't be able to amend a 2013 return.
Power of attorney is how much?
Power of attorney, if you have some tax issues, the first step is I have to get an IRS power of attorney from you. Now, you're not signing your life away. It just allows me to talk to the IRS. So it's $175. And if you decide to hire me, if you have any tax issues or decide to do it yourself, but your initial investment's only $175. And what I do there is to make sure you filed all your tax returns, and then if you do owe back taxes, then I'll get an IRS transcript which will show exactly what you owe, including penalties and interest.
Ted loves helping people. He has 2 Valley locations. One is in North Scottsdale. The other one is in North Phoenix. His website is tedwatkinsea.com. You can call him. He does free consultations at 602-363-1952 or 480-707-7670. Our lines are open here. Everyone's getting entered in to win a free business or personal tax return. That's for if you haven't done them, or if you have, he wants to help you. That's a $450 value. He goes back for 3 years for you for free. You're going to get the tax organizer from us. Everyone should have it. And you're also going to get the retention guide as well, the record retention guide. That's going to tell you exactly what to keep, what not to keep. He's going to give you a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He doesn't give everything again he gives away. He loves helping people. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Also, those people that are listening from all over the country, he can help us as well. So give us a call here at toll free 800-536-1100 or call here at 602-277-5369. We're going to be back in just a minute.
But traded it all if I gave it.
So welcome back. We're talking with Ted Watkins. He's an enrolled agent. There's a lot of people out there that, even if you've had your taxes done already and you're all up to snuff with it, there's nothing like having an enrolled agent behind you like him. He's been doing this since 1978. If you haven't done your taxes, he's awesome to help you with that because he can help get them off your back. They're brutal,
They
right?
are.
Are there any stories today or not today?
No, I don't really have any. Have been been working on W-2s and 1099s.
So you've been okay. So, but what we're going to do, we have our lines open here for everyone to call in and get entered in to win, and that's either a business or personal tax return. That's for 2015 if you haven't done them, or 2016. That's a $450 value at least right there, free to you. He gives away everything. He is going to give you a free consultation. He does that. He goes back for 3 years for free for everybody. He also is going to give you the tax organizer. You can call in here for it. I believe that everybody should have this. Everyone should have it just to help you get through and get all the deductions you can. Also, the record retention guide. It's awesome. That's 4 pages long. You said the number one question you get asked is, what should I keep?
That's right. What should I keep and for how long, for both business and personal tax clients?
He's also going to give you a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He helps anyone in the United States of America. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I think I told this story a few weeks ago, but it's probably worth repeating. I had a client who had waited for over 4 years, had listened to me for 4 years on this show before he called me, and he had some issues with the state of Wisconsin, and fortunately I was able to help him out. But if he'd have waited much longer, Wisconsin's a pretty tough state, like California and New York, and they were getting ready to levy his bank accounts and do a wage garnishment. So fortunately he had called me, and I was able to prevent any of the garnishments, and we set up a monthly payment plan for him. But I guess the moral of that story is,
don't wait.
Don't wait. Yeah, because the best thing you can do is to be proactive with IRS. The worst thing that they hate is people that blow them off. And I've had people come in literally with stacks of unopened certified letters a foot tall. And after you get, they have to send out 5 notices, but after they send out those notices, then they're going to start looking for your bank accounts. They're going to start looking for if you're working, because it's not hard for them to do. All they have to have is your Social Security, and you'd be amazed at what they can find.
And by the way, they don't just look, they start to take from you.
That's right. They start to take. I mean, it is so easy for them to issue a bank levy that you'd be amazed. I mean, they just basically push a button on the computer, and they start issuing levies against your bank account. And once they hit the bank account, they'll wipe it out. And plus, the bank usually charges you a $125 levy fee on top of that. So, and you may not even owe the tax, but if they say you owe $5,000 just for a number, they're going to take $5,000. And maybe you haven't filed your returns, and you don't really owe $5,000, but according to them, that's what you owe. So.
Well, you see, that's why it's great that you do those free consultations, because you can find out. It'll give you some peace of mind and get them off your backs.
That's right, and that's another important thing about the power of attorney is that I can find out if your returns have actually been filed, because you'd be amazed at how many returns are lost in the mail, or they are occasionally lost at the IRS Service Center. But I've had plenty of people say, "Oh, I filed everything up to date." And then we call the IRS once they sign the power of attorney, and they say, "No, we don't have returns for this year, that year, or whatever year." And they also say, you owe $25,000 that you had no idea you owed.
Right.
So that's another. Even if you don't hire me to resolve your tax issues, filing the power of attorney is also helpful to you to find out exactly where you're at.
And it's only $175. That's all you're up against. That's
right.
it.
That's it. And we can, like I said, I can find out exactly what you have and haven't filed, or what they haven't received. And another problem that comes up a lot too is people that do their own taxes on TurboTax. If you e-file TurboTax and the return gets rejected for any reason, you don't know. TurboTax doesn't inform you. And my software is a lot more sophisticated than TurboTax. So if we e-file a return and it gets rejected, the next day I get an email from my software company saying Joe Smith's tax return was rejected. And they'll give me a reason. We can correct the return and then re-e-file it. So that's another reason to check check on it.
He has 2 Valley locations. One is in North Scottsdale. The other one is in North Phoenix. Check him out. His website is tedwatkinsea.com. He does free consultations. That phone number is 602-363-1952, or you can call him at 480-707-7670. We have our lines open here for everyone to get entered and to win a free business or personal tax return, whether it's from 2015 if you haven't done it, or 2016 if you have. He's going to give you a free consultation. He's going to give you go back for 3 years for free. The tax organizer is awesome, everybody. Everyone should have it. And also the retention guide. And also you're going to get a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. I'm running out of breath here. And our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Go ahead.
Okay, well, one thing I wanted to talk to small employers. Of course, next Tuesday is the deadline for having W-2s and 1099s out. And this year, they will have to be filed with the IRS and sent to the employee or independent contractor by January 31st. In years past, we've had until the end of February to file the employer copy, but the IRS is trying to, on an identity theft program, so they want all of the returns filed at the same time. So that's one thing you should be careful about. And also, of course, in Arizona, we passed Proposition 206, so the minimum wage is now $10. You probably know that, but if you didn't, you should, your employees, as of January 1st, the minimum wage is $10.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's the two.
He's looking at me.
Yeah.
I don't know what's.
Okay, the main things for employers, but also another thing for all taxpayers is that Arizona has a whole bunch of tax credits. In fact, you can save about almost $4,400 if you're married in tax credits. Now, a tax credit is a dollar for dollar reduction of your taxes, whereas a tax deduction, you only get the benefit of whatever tax bracket you're in. So you can donate up to $400 to your public school. You can donate over $2,000 to private tuition, like Christian tuition or Catholic tuition. We have a military credit, although that one's over now. We have for foster children. So there's about 5 different credits, and you can actually eliminate your taxes. And also, if you eliminate your taxes and have some credits left over, then you can carry those over for up to 5 years. So Arizona is one of the few states in the whole country that has these really good credits, and I would encourage everyone to take advantage of them. And also another good thing, they extended it to April 18th that you can make the contributions. In prior years, you had to have made them by December 31st of the prior year, but this year you have all the way till the due date of your tax return to make these contributions and be able to take them on your tax return. So that's a really good benefit for Arizona residents.
How about anybody who has a home-based business?
Okay, well, the IRS has also made that a little bit easier for us too, because now they have what they call a safe harbor. In past years, you had to measure out your office and then measure out your home, and then you would get a percentage, whatever that percentage works out to be, against your mortgage interest and taxes, insurance, homeowner fees, repairs and maintenance, landscaping, etc. So, but right now, if you don't want to do that, they'll allow up to a $1,500 deduction, and you don't have to go through keeping all those receipts and adding them up and then measuring out your office and so forth. So that's a really good, if you have a home-based business, a multi-level, or any type of business that you do, you're entitled to take the business use of the home.
Also, I want to get out there, just because he's an enrolled agent, it doesn't mean that he's more money.
That's right. My fees, I think in most cases you'll find them to be not more than, and a lot of times less than, H&R Block, Liberty, and Jackson Hewitt. I mean, just because I'm an enrolled agent and I have quite a few years' experience, we don't gouge people either. I mean, I think I charge a very fair fee, and like I said, also the representation services, if you have tax issues, then the $175 is the only upfront. Now, there are other fees, of course, if you hire me to negotiate. But I think you'll find them much, much lower than I call them the national tax resolution companies. Most of them are in L.A. and Denver and Miami, and you probably know who I'm talking about if you watch TV or listen to the radio. But most of those companies, they want a minimum of $3,500 retainer up front, and there's one company in L.A. that charges $18,000 retainer.
He's been doing this since 1978. He has 2 locations. One is in North Scottsdale. The other one is in North Phoenix. His website is tedwatkinsea.com. He does free consultations. That number is 602-363-1952 or 480-707-7670. He's going to do a free consultation. He's going to give you the tax organizer. You can call in here for it. We want everyone to have it. We do believe that everyone should have it. The record retention guide, it's awesome. It'll tell you exactly what to keep, what not to keep. It's 4 pages long. He doesn't miss anything. He also is going to give you entered in to win a free business or personal tax return that is for either 15 or 16. Also, the free Walmart card or Starbucks card. You can go back 3 years for free. He helps everyone. 602-277-5369.